back to what I was saying. Sorry, I had to cut the video short because interference came. Somebody came in and it just ruined the whole thing. But fucking lost track of what I was talking about. But let me see if I can try and reiterate. We was talking about Fear the Walking Dead, talking about the transaction. No, that's what I was talking about. Yes, getting back into it. Yeah, throughout The Walking Dead, we had like different evil bosses or whatever it is, dictators. I say bosses like it's in a video game because through seasons you go through a challenge, and I feel like it's the same as in games, you go through challenges, and I say Negan probably the worst we've had. The worst. He did kill most of Rick's people, but the Terminians kind of ate people, and that kind of wasn't good as well. And the governor was just there actually. Like Rick was able to spot him, spot him from a distance, kind of able to handle the governor easy. Kind of went over there and took out the governor, if anything. And as for the wolves, they came to them and they got taken out easy as well. But with season 7, finally had a close with the time it took. I think maybe now they should start thinking about character development, because one of the things I've been hearing about The Walking Dead is that there's so many new characters being introduced, and at the same time this character is being killed off at the same time. You don't really get a chance to like certain characters or to care about certain characters. So they should do a lot of character development. Like, I really was interested in learning about Negan's backstory with Lucille, but you don't even get that much. You just said basically you get like little glimpses, like my wife's name was Lucille. Lucille gives me strength, but it's like, why? Why does Lucille give you strength? Like, that's what they need to do with storytelling in The Walking Dead. Like, they really need to go and tell us more about this character. Give us a reason to sympathize with it. Like, when that character's died, why should we care? That's what I should feel. What I said, which is what I feel like they should do in season 9. And it's kind of like going back, comparing it to something else, which is like I'm not trying to do much of, but it's like you're watching Naruto and you see all these amazing side characters that have potential to like be good or go further with the story and be there for long, and then it's like, nope, gonna did this character, introduce him, give him 5 seconds of airtime, that's it. Maybe we'll kill him off, maybe we won't. That's it. And I feel like that's not really fair. Like, some of these characters on The Walking Dead could be good, like the girl with the barcode on her neck. I didn't bother learning her name. She gave out Dwight. I'm sorry. That kind of bugged me. I don't remember her. Or what was her name? Kale, I think, with the bandana on her head. Let's learn her backstory, why she's with Negan. Um, we know Dwight's backstory. Simon, we got a little glimpse of it. He was a psychotic man willing to kill anybody. And it's like, well, for a man that plays Trevor in GTA, what more do you expect? It's like, hello, come on. But just wish we can get more on the backstory. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's some times where I want to go back into the main character's backstory. Like, I want to see when Dwayne turned and Morgan was forced to kill him. Like, that's something I want to see. And I want to see more on Michonne's past. I mean, we've seen all that we can see with her, but I feel like there's more that she's not telling us. And Maggie, I guess we can go back and see more of her past. Like, we can go see more of her past. I wouldn't mind that much. You know, see where she came from. How they was at the farm collecting walkers and shit. Isn't Maggie doesn't sound as interesting. Kind of does, kind of doesn't. But I wouldn't mind. But I also want to see. I actually want to see Daryl's backstory, because he's not in the comics, but he's just been made up. And I know I keep referring to the comics because follows and doesn't follow at the same time. But I want to see more of it, you know, because Daryl said, like, you hear a lot of Daryl stuff of, how he only had his brother. They were assholes, always getting to fight, and it kind of makes me want to see if it really was linked to Breaking Bad, because we had this guy that sells drugs and it was like blue meth and stuff, and you actually the car that they one of them drives. I think it was what Walter got for his son when he drives was in the show as well. So I want to see if The Walking Dead really connects to Breaking Bad. Like that's a fun little thing that they could put in there, and I feel like Daryl would be like the main person to connect with that. And that would be interesting to see. As with Fear the Walking Dead, it's also interesting to see some of them enter The Walking Dead and their world. How would they coexist with Rick? I feel like they wouldn't. Rick doesn't give a fuck about a lot of things now. He's trying to make a new world, but as in accepting new people and stuff, he could be open to it for Carl's sake. But the way that they ambush Morgan at first, I mean, if Morgan tells him, because Morgan's not really trying to explain or talk about the past, so if they somehow end up being together and Morgan still hasn't said anything about Rick and them, that could be an altercation. Because I don't think Rick is really in the mood or has the energy left in him to deal with any more assholes like Negan or the governor, the terminus people. Like, he's not in the mood to deal with any of that. Like, I feel like if Rick sees you as a threat now, that's it. You're done. I feel like Maggie, she just wants vengeance, which is why she allowed the savior to this. This was just about Glenn. This was just that's what it's always been about for her, just Glenn. And I like Rick, Maggie has gone blind by rage and anger, vengeance. It's not always about that, because that could scar you and that could get you killed, especially in the zombie apocalypse. And I want to take this time to say that this show is doing an okay job, not great job like when I came, like season 3 and stuff, but I think they're forgetting about the whole, hey, we're in the zombie apocalypse. I mean, they did show it at the season finale where there was a whole horde of walkers, way worse than the ones by Alexandra about to raid through. Surprisingly, they took care of that shit. How? Oh fuck no! But they took care of it. But it's nice that they actually remember what the fuck is going on around them, because it was just about those two in their world dealing with each other. Little did they know, like, there's an even bigger invested world out there right at their doorstep, and that's what they need to get back to: survival. Like, you could cut back a little on the gore and blood. As something that, if it is a little unnecessary, it's like not necessary at all. It's like, get back to surviving, and that's why I feel like Fear the Walking Dead is falling into with The Walking Dead and out of with The Walking Dead, because when it comes to it now, these shows is more about the people in the zombie apocalypse. And we get it. Can't trust nobody. You gotta watch your back, and it's hard to believe what anybody says nowadays. But for a show that's about the dead, it's focusing heavily on people and their problems, trying to coexist. I know it's hard scavenging for stuff. I know it's hard getting ammunition and doing this, going out, surviving a night. But with the communities that they have, they could try and rebuild or do something with it. Maggie has the plans now. She should try and like bring some type of peace to the world. And back to what Chris Hardwick said, to what Eugene said, he wanted to go to Washington for a reason, because he felt like that had the highest percentage of being safe or something. Like, I feel like they should hit the road. They've only gone to maybe a little bit far places like miles away, but I don't feel like they don't leave the state. Like, they do whatever is needed. I feel like Negan is in, they were just in Negan state. So if they try to like leave and go somewhere else, because they came from all the way from Atlanta and they got into a whole bunch of shit, so it's different every state. They need to travel more and see, like, not with the groups, but try and find something, because this is The Walking Dead. You want to find a cure or a way to like make it out of all this alive, not be content in that world and just live there. You don't want to do that. I hope season 9 focuses more on that and not um, war between humans. With war between the walkers when want to fight. Like when Carl got shot through the face, I still don't know how he survived that, but it was like, he should have been dead. But when Rick went out and fought the walkers, that's where I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Kill these motherfuckers. That's what you're supposed to be doing. They worried so much about what's on the inside of the wall. It's like, I don't even give a fuck about the wall. It's just like, oh, well, no. Need more, like, I want more excitement. I want more when I see walkers. It's like, walkers don't even pose a threat anymore. Morgan fell through a rooftop in a room full of walkers, and it was like, oh, let me just get up real quick, get this grenade. Conveniently place grenades on a fucking walker. That shit is mind blowing to me. Like, it is mind blowing. Like, grenades. Couldn't keep them up for yourself, but you just throw a whole bunch of grenades in the room full of walkers. One grenade could have done it, but little. I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah, that's basically what I want to get to with the season 7 finale. It was good. Rick's quote is like, fuck, I forgot. He said something, my mercy or my wrath or something, but that quote was nice. It was beautiful. I loved it because he found peace at the same time. He managed to find the resolve within himself. Maggie, on the other hand, has not found resolve and is very pissed at Rick, enough to the point where I feel like she would kill him for not killing Negan, for killing Glenn. So it's like a cycle. Morgan has to go off on his own and find his own resolve, his own peace, where he can coexist with other humans as well. Dwight has resolve as well to go find her. She left him a note. He's good. He has his resolve. Eugene is back. He's found his resolve. Like, he's thinking with the people that was with him that hasn't switched up no matter what. They're still good people. He didn't want them getting killed. I guess this is all part of his plot. And Rosita got her resolve when she punched Eugene in the face. That felt good. That felt good to watch. It was like, fair enough. You did puke on her though. And Michonne is good. Negan, on the other hand, it's not the last we've seen of him. We know he's gonna get out of it. He always does. But he'll do good. I wouldn't trust the saviors as much. Just not yet to let him into, the kingdom and stuff. I guess the sanctuary is the new Alexandria, but I wouldn't trust in none of that shit. They are so quick to kill. They were such assholes to them, and I feel like not all of them should get to live. Not all of them should just be so forgiven that easy just because they were at the sanctuary. Oh, you're forgiven. No, they had a choice when they did what they do and what they say. So not all of them should get the same kind of privilege to live. I mean, at the end of it, the season finale was good. It was alright. It's not the best finale that they've had, but it's been a good one that they've had in a while, and I appreciate good storytelling. That was good storytelling, and now all we gotta do now is just look into the future and see what else The Walking Dead lies, because I know there's a whole bunch of shit in the future that's gonna get real crazy, and we're gonna lose some people. I thought Morgan was gonna die tonight because of the crossover, because it was pushing it so much, and it was like the reason Morgan's leaving The Walking Dead because of the crossover and stuff. I thought this happened before, but like it was just retelling a story of Morgan. But he's still alive. He's now on Fear the Walking Dead. He will be. I don't know it. That he will be back on The Walking Dead, because you can't just cut Morgan out. Morgan knows Rick. All of them. He will be back. Maybe he'll bring the cast of Fear the Walking Dead. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's been a good season. It's been alright. I stuck through it. That's all the time I have now. We'll discuss more about The Walking Dead later on in my later videos. But right now, gotta figure out the more stuff I'm gonna do with this channel. Love to talk anime, Walking Dead. Leave comments under if there's anything that you want to talk about, or you want me to talk or bring up. If you really want to get into in-depth analysis about it, just hit me up and let me know. It's the same thing. My name is Garley, and